One of my favorite things to eat at a Chinese restaurant in Seoul is shrimp fried rice. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't, yeah. Exactly. All right, and this is one of my favorite clams. In Korea, we call it pajirak. In English, I think the common name is Manila clams. Guys, this is 1 kilo's worth, but you can use more or less. These things are straight out of the ocean, so they still have a lot of wilderness in them. We have to purge them, pour enough water to cover them. Then I'm using some kosher salt. We'll do 2 tablespoons. That saltiness is gonna make them throw up and take out all of that sand. They're a bit shy. They only like to purge in the dark. So get something solid. I'm gonna just use this plate and we'll give it about 1 hour. At Korean Chinese restaurants, they have this lovely shrimp fried rice. It's so simple to make at home, and I think it's so delicious because it's so simple. And I'll show you exactly the ratio you want to use. Use some frozen shrimp. There's no need to go through the hassle of peeling and deveining. That'll get you angry, and an angry you is not going to enjoy a good fried rice. 2 4-arm pieces of spring onion. We want to infuse that oil, so you want to use the white portion. But I do like to throw in some green for color. And here, guys, I'm using spring onion. Don't use the small green onions that you use for garnish. It's not going to give the same flavor. Great job. We'll put this here. Then let's do a little bit of carrot. Let's measure right around there. Very nice. Cut at a slant so you can make small pieces. All right, that looks good. And our shrimp, I want to chop a few into smaller pieces. When you find those like hidden nuggets, when you thought you were out of shrimp, it's just adds to your happiness. And when it comes to fried rice, there's never a reason to do a one-person serving. You can always share or put the leftovers in the fridge and have it the next day. That's 1 cup and then a 2nd cup. I'm gonna just fan it out so it loses a little bit of moisture. That way it can soak up the flavor later. And that's all she wrote. I'm telling you, there's beauty in simplicity. The game plan for today, we're going to keep the eggs separate. When you mix the eggs with all the other ingredients, they bind and it just, it's not my style, guys, all right? We run it to the 4th quarter, separate. Break. On a high heat, put a good amount of oil in. It shouldn't take long. Let's build some flavor. Mix it around, guys. And once you start to smell the love in the air, and they're dancing, move the spring onion to one side. Then we're going to crack 3 eggs. All right. Uh-oh, guys, you guys aren't following the game plan. Get over there, get over there. Scramble this up. We want to turn this into a nice scrambled egg. At this point, I'm going to add in our shrimp as well. I'm going to put our shrimp right in the middle so it could start cooking. Then our carrot, I'm going to add it over on this side here so it gets some nice flavor. All right, guys, then you want to break up the size of the eggs. And since the eggs have cooked, we're going to bring everything together. Yeah, and you can see that the eggs are not sticking to the other ingredients. They're independent. Do 1 tablespoon of soy sauce. Move it around. Stir it around, guys. Now we're going to add in our rice. And then mix everything together. About 1/2 tablespoon of sesame oil. Around and around. Yeah, keep going. Mix everything together. And guys, do you hear that crackling? I like to kind of slightly overcook it so you get a little crisp on the egg and on the rice. Woo-wee! Oh yeah. Woo. Right, guys, and there you got it. The Korean Chinese style shrimp fried rice. I want you to take a bite now. It's perfect. It's perfect. I don't need any more salt. If for some reason you find it bland, you can add a little bit more soy sauce or sprinkle a little bit of salt. You see that rice has a little bit of browning on it? That's what I'm talking about, yo. I just took the lid off. We'll empty this water out and give them one final quick wash. And remember what the theme was for today? Simplicity. Yes, I don't want any Mozart today, all right? We're gonna do around 6 cloves of garlic. Just chop off the ends. Just chop them up real thin. All right, that looks good. And then I'm gonna use 3 dried chili peppers. It's called pepperoncino or Thai, what is that? A bird's eye chili. Or in Korean, we call it tengcho. And we'll just break them up now. We're gonna garnish at the end with some color. So this one is, we're not gonna, you know, fry it up in oil. So we like to use the green part. And in Korean, this dish is actually called 바지락 술찜, steaming with alcohol. That alcohol will cook out, but it basically takes the seafood smell out of it and just leaves a very clean leaning broth. And when we had a similar dish in Paris, I remember they put so much white wine in the sauce. Katie, she was, you know, she's not a good drinker. As soon as she took a spoonful, started turning red. I was like, what's going on? She's like, I think I'm getting drunk. But today we're gonna use soju, which is made out of plastic. Half kidding, guys, half kidding. If you've tried soju, some days, yes, it tastes like plastic. Other days, when you're feeling good, it tastes like water. About 1 cup of soju. If you're a little bit more refined than me, please feel free to use white wine, works the same. 2 tablespoons of butter. Oh, I forgot to turn on the heat. Let's go medium high. Move it around. Then let's infuse it with that garlic and then our chili peppers. Oh, mama. And once you smell it in the air, woo, yes, you want to hear that jiggly jiggly. Mix them around, get some butter and some of that garlic mixed in them. Oh yeah. And then we're going to steam it with our soju or your white wine. Then we're going to wait for the soju to come up to a boil and give it about a minute or 2. We want some of the alcohol to dissipate. But we still need a little bit of broth, so I'm going to add in 1 cup of just regular water. It's going to dilute it. And slowly but surely, these guys should open up. Here, I want you to taste the broth. Oh wow, that's amazing. If, by the way, you taste a little bit of soju, that means there's still a little bit of alcohol that needs to fly away. Just give it like 30 more seconds and you're good. And this, my friend, is a wonderful treat to eat alongside some shrimp fried rice. Then our beautiful restaurant-like broth. When you're reaching for the broth, lean the pot and you'll get a lot of the garlic pieces with a little bit of spring onions for color. Sprinkle on top. Black pepper, important. Important, important, important. And there it is, my friends. Yeah. All right, and just for decoration, to make it look like spring, a few slices of lemon. Looks amazing, no? I have to say so myself. Probably hit this with a little bit of sesame seeds. And there it is, guys. Start off with that big bite. Next, get one of our clams. You gotta get a little bit of that sauce. And we got a little bit of garlic and chili pepper. Breathe it in and just, actually, before you eat, turn on the air conditioning real high. And after you take your first bite, sit back, imagine beautiful waves roll in the background, and just think of nothing, just nothing.